Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the Repro Quest. I was going to say Retro Quest. Yeah, I think I was going to be doing one of these so soon after the last one. I know the last one was a while ago. That was a Master System related one. I've done an NES and a Master System related one. So I figured I'd show you a Mega Drive one. I haven't. Now these aren't latest pickups. I actually picked them up a couple of years ago, but I haven't put them in a video. I picked them up before I started YouTube. But yeah, I believe they've been in my Mega Drive collections video, which I did. I think it was like my second or third video. As another collection that I am going to be doing a video on at some point. But for now, I'm going to take you through the homebrew games I've got for the Mega Drive. I've got 5. Well, 4. 2 of them are the same game, but I'll take you through that at the end. But first up, I'm going to show you my Sonic bootlegs that I've got. Now I've got 2 of them, and I picked these up from a guy on Facebook from France, eBay, sorry, not Facebook, from France a while ago. And I can't remember what I paid for them. I think it was about £20 each. I think it was roughly about that. So overpriced, because they are cheaper now actually. But I picked them up then, and the first one is Sonic Mega Mix. Really nice game. I can remember playing that. It's got Shadow the Hedgehog and Mighty the Armadillo, as well as obviously Sonic. And again, it's just your typical platformer. You're going through a lot of it. Well, I'm trying to remember actually. I haven't played it for a while. The graphics are akin to Sonic 1, basically. So you can see there's similarities in Sonic 1 there, the Sonic 1 sprite, the Sonic 1 sort of backgrounds and levels. But it's a fun game. I've played a little bit of it. Unfortunately, my Reproduction games tend to have a bit of a lag on them. They tend to lag a little bit, so you're just sort of persevering, just trying to get through it. So it doesn't play at full speed, which is a shame. So it's making me think, obviously, these are NTSC. They play better on the NTSC systems because it's more power to the console. So I think it's 60 megahertz or something. I don't know. But yeah, so Sonic Mega Mix. It's a nice game. This doesn't have the manual, but the cartridge, which I'll show you, is pretty cool. It's a proper Mega System, a proper Mega Drive sticker on the cartridge there, and yeah, it's a proper. It's like a donor cart. I think it's like a donor cart and pass. So that's awesome. So I'm really pleased to have that in the collection. To be fair, and yeah, it takes pride in place in my Sonic collection. So that's awesome. So that's Sonic Mega Mix. Next one is the S Factor, Sonia and Silver. This was probably the first one I think I bought off of them. Again, it was like £20 odd, something like that. And this one you've got, if I can remember correctly, Sonic's sister Sonia, the Telekinetic Silver, and the Unlikely Ally Scourge the Hedgehog, which is the green dude there. I haven't played this one since I got it. Like, I've played a little bit, but the music really bugs me in this one. I've got to admit, the soundtrack for this game in particular is crap. It's really repetitive and it's really annoying. But the gameplay, again, it lags. But if you watch videos on YouTube, you'll see that it's actually fairly decent. It's fairly consistent. It's fairly like fluent. You know, the controls are all right as well, very responsive. But it's the soundtrack that kills this game for me. I can't stand it. Like the first level in particular, it's just god awful. So I tend to mute it if I'm ever playing this. I'll mute the fucking sound because I honestly hate it. But moving on the inside, there's no manual again. But again, the sticker is like a proper Mega Drive sticker. So the guy took care making these games, which is pretty awesome. And again, it's another donor cart. So that's pretty cool. So yeah, really pleased to have them. That's the only Sonic ones I've got. I am kind of on the lookout for any Reproduction games. I sort of do look every now and again. I know I haven't picked up any for a while, but I do look every now and again. Right, next one. A bit of a Nintendo crossover on this one, but I had to pick it up when I saw it. It was just like one of those things. It was off the same seller, but it was like a month later. And I was just, as soon as I seen this, I was like, you know what, I've got to get that. And that is Super Mario Brothers on the Mega Drive. I know crossover, you know, it's a sin, but it's a really quirky layout of the cover. I really enjoyed that when I got it. Sitting there looking at it going, this is really, really cool. So, you know, and it's awesome. I'm really, really happy with it. Again, no manual. The boxes are in great condition as well. They've got hanging tabs. on them apart from Mega Mix, which doesn't. I think I swapped that one over actually because the box was damaged. But Super Mario Brothers, the label, again, proper Mega Drive, early Mega Drive actually, sort of early 90s. You know, you had that sort of along the top. You didn't have the proper full coloured labels there. You just had the sort of checkered, the checked sort of covers and sleeves and all that, like Master System, just Mega Drive version. That's like the early games. Yeah, it's again, it lags. The only thing about this is a little bit annoying, obviously, is the lag. The music lags with it, and there's a border around the screen, which again is annoying. The controls, because this one lags worse than anything else, is not responsive at all. They're really a nightmare. You press the button and like 5 seconds later he does what you want him to do. So it's unplayable. But just to have it. There you go, just to have it. I mean, the seller gave me money back, don't get me wrong. I mean, when I started playing I was like, oh, something not right here. I wasn't aware, obviously, the different power and all that kinds of stuff in the different systems. And the Genesis and all that, which these will probably work better on. But yeah, just happy to have it in the collection. So that's Super Mario Brothers. Right, moving to the last two. It's the same game, just I've got two different versions of it. Now, there's an official release for this game on the Mega Drive, but it's extremely limited, and it's like the rarest Mega Drive game you can get. I think they pulled it because they didn't have the licensing rights for it at the time. So yeah, it's the rarest Mega Drive game you can get. But I've got I've got a proper PAL cover for this game, and that's Tetris. Of course, I'm talking about Tetris. I think all the Mega Drive fans out there will know what I'm talking about with that one. But Tetris, yeah, a really, really awesome cover. I mean, these are proper Mega Drive covers, proper labels for the cartridges, and the Celtic games just started. Oh, boom, there we go. Right, so sorry, getting sidetracked. But that's the back of it there. It's a really good game. I actually really enjoy this one. This doesn't lag. For whatever reason, this plays perfectly fine on the Mega Drive. The music is different to the Nintendo version. It's a little bit more upbeat. It's a little bit more updated, you know, for the 90s anyway, shall we say. It's a little bit more updated. But this one doesn't have the manual again. It seems to be a common place with homebrews. But it's got a really cracking label, and I really, really like this one. This is probably my favourite version of this game, just because obviously the label and everything, it just fits. It just looks like a proper Mega Drive game, and I really like that layout. I think it's fantastic. Of course, they had that layout in computer-generated form for the other version, which I'm going to show you, right now. And this is an official reproduction. I say official reproduction. It's not. It's a reproduction of the proper game, because this is actually a proper release. It's Tetris. Now, if I hadn't said that, you'd probably think it's straight away, oh wait a minute, what the fuck? Because it is, this is how it looks, basically. But it's extremely rare, it's extremely hard to get a hold of. And this version in particular is not all that difficult to track down, but I haven't seen one for a while, so I'd imagine it would be. But this one's got a little bit of a difference on it. I'll just show you the sides. If you ever see this, pick it up, because, you know, you're never really sure, are you? Let's be honest. From a distance, you're never sure if they're official or not. But this one's different, and I say that because it's got a manual. Now, the manual's not great. I'll be honest. In fact, it's terrible. It's not even stapled together. You know, there you go. You've got the manual there. It's not even stapled, so I'm just going to hold it like that and push through, because you see, it'll all come out and all the pages are separate. So I might staple that at some point, but yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. And I remember when I bought this game, I actually asked the seller if he could make a manual for me, and he did, and that's why it's not stapled. That's why it's loose like that. So this game actually initially came without one, so that was pretty cool. And the label for this, it's not as high quality as the other ones. I have to admit, it's pretty poor. It's pretty piss poor. It's just like paper, really. But again, it's nice to have. It's one of those, I was at the time going for a full Mega Drive collection. I have since changed my mind on that. So I decided, you know, instead of getting the real thing, which is going to cost an unbelievable amount of money, and it's almost impossible to track down anyway, I just figured, you know, I'll just get this one, and that'll be it. You know, I'll get it out of the way, and that's fantastic. So really happy to have this in the collection. So I've got two Tetrises, one PAL and one Japanese versioned sleeve and stuff. And then I've got obviously the Sonic and the Mario Brothers ones. So that's my Repro Quest episode 3, a Mega Drive kick. I hope you enjoyed that, and if you've got any bootlegs actually, you know, homebrews, whatever you want to call them, let me know. Do a video on them as well, and if you do have a video on them, leave the link below, because I definitely want to check them out. I'm really interested in checking out what other homebrews are like for other systems even. It doesn't have to be Nintendo or Sega, it can be anything. I'm really interested in seeing what they're going to be like. So, but yeah, I've got quite a few. I probably won't be picking any up for a little while, but you never know. It's sort of just random on my channel, but we'll see. But anyway guys, thanks very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope it sort of like opened your eyes a little bit more to Mega Drive and what the homebrews are like. I mean, I would love to get more, but of course funds don't allow that. But we'll see, you never know. We might do in the future. But for now, take it easy, and I'll see you in the next one. And yeah, please like the video. Thank you very much to everybody who's subscribing to my channel lately. It's just absolutely fantastic. Everybody's liking my videos. I'm loving reading your comments, and I'm loving the support for this series as well. I mean, I know it's very scarce I do these videos, but it's really nice to have them. The support. I'm trying to do something different. It's not like pickups videos. You know, I'm actually showing you what I have rather than what's a pickup. So it's nice to do something different. It's a little bit more refreshing, and I really enjoy doing it. So thanks very much for all the support. And yeah, please comment below, and I shall get back to you ASAP. So as I say, I love reading all your comments, and I do read them all, and I do take them all on board as well. So yeah, so keep that going, guys, because it's absolutely awesome. But yeah, so take it easy, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.